Eileen Gu defends halfpipe gold, leaves Milan Cortina with 3 medals. San Francisco-born Eileen Gu of China saved her best for last Sunday at the Milan Cortina Games, defending her Olympic title in women's free-ski halfpipe to earn a 3rd medal at Italy's Games in a final that ranked among the greatest displays the sport has ever seen. After scrapping her first run, Gu opened with a giant 12.5-foot 900 Buick on her second, linking a 900 and a 700 with tail grabs plus a switch 700 before closing with massive back-to-back alley-oop flat 500s for 94.00. She cleaned up the same line on her third to bump her score to 94.75. Results. The 22-year-old now has 6 career Olympic medals, leaving Italy as the single most decorated freestyle skier, man or woman, in Games history. Gu landed silver in both Day 10's Big Air and Day 3's slopestyle events, respectively won by Megan Oldham and Mathilde Grimaud. Every day I was fighting. I gave my all every single day that I've been here, and that's no joke, Gu said. Being able to lead the way and pioneer the sport is something I never imagined I'd be able to do, but I'm really honored and proud that I have. After landing low on her first run opening 900 Buick and bailing, Gu said she didn't fully believe in herself, perhaps due to Olympic jitters. She went to the corral and spoke with her mother, Yen, who was born in Beijing. My mom said, "You've landed this run 5 times in training. It's there, stop thinking so much." Gu said. My mom literally said, "I'm not nervous, you will be fine." That was really helpful. Gu's compatriot and 2025 world silver medalist Li Fenghui claimed silver with a 93.00, while Thursday's number 1 qualifier Zoe Atkin of Great Britain, the reigning X Games and world champion, took bronze with 92.50. Like Gu, Atkin was raised in the U.S. and currently attends Stanford University. She grew up outside Boston and learned to ski in Maine before moving to Park City, Utah, at 9. Her father is from England. I was really nervous. I have more that hopefully you'll see going forward, Atkins said. To me, standing on the podium is so amazing, especially after my last Olympics where I was quite disappointed with the way I skied. To be able to show the world what I've been working on, that's a win for me. Americans Kate Gray and Svea Irving finished 10th and 11th. 15-year-old Abby Winterberger, Team USA's youngest Winter Olympian since Tara Lipinski at Nagano 1998, and Riley Jacobs did not advance to the final, placing 15th and 18th in qualifying. Irving's brother, Birk Irving, finished 5th in the men's free-ski halfpipe final on Friday. Their grandfather is writer John Irving, who authored works such as The Cider House Rules and A Prayer for Owen Meany. Gray is the 2024 Winter Youth Olympic bronze medalist and posted a career-best World Cup finish of 5th in December. Missing from the final was Pyeongchang gold and Beijing silver medalist Cassie Sharp of Canada, who took an extremely hard fall in qualifying. Before Sunday's contest, Gu, who represented the U.S. until switching allegiance to China in 2019, said she wrote in her journal about self-belief, the love of sport, pouring herself into the sport, having the run of her life and representing her life and her life's work at the moment it counts. It's this beautiful dance, passion and years of dedication, hope and despair and ecstasy, she said. It's a really beautiful journey. What I wanted more than anything was just to show the world a glimpse of what I've been doing the last 4 years. Sunday's final was originally scheduled for Saturday but was postponed due to poor weather. Eileen Gu defends halfpipe gold, leaves Milan Cortina 2026 Winter Olympics with 3 medals. Under the sharp alpine light of northern Italy, where snow glitters like crushed diamonds and the mountains stand like ancient sentinels, Eileen Gu dropped into the halfpipe with the calm of someone who has rehearsed this moment 1,000 times in her mind. The roar of the crowd dissolved into the thin, cold air. There was only the pipe, the sky, and the rhythm she carries inside her bones. 4 years earlier at the Beijing 2022 Winter Olympics, Gu had soared into global stardom. Gold in halfpipe, gold in big air, silver in slopestyle. A teenager balancing Princeton textbooks with podium ceremonies, she became a symbol of possibility, of cultural bridges, of fearless ambition, of a generation fluent in more than one language, more than one world. Now, in Milan Cortina, she was no longer the prodigy. She was the defending champion. The weight of expectation. Defending gold is a different kind of pressure. Winning it once can feel like a dream. Defending it means proving the dream was real. The halfpipe in Cortina was cut to Olympic perfection, 22 feet of sculpted snow, walls rising like frozen waves. Gu stood at the top in a red and white kit, eyes tracing the transitions. The sport had evolved since Beijing. The amplitude was higher, the grabs more technical, the spins more audacious, the field deeper. Yet Gu's greatest advantage has never been raw daring alone. It's her composure, an elegance under fire. She dropped. First hit, a soaring left double cork 1080, tweaked to perfection, skis crossing the Italian sky. Second wall, a right 900, clean and precise. Then higher, faster, building amplitude with each pass. A switch 1080. A corked spin that seemed to hang midair, as if gravity paused to watch. Her landings were velvet. Not a flinch. Not a skid. By the time she carved out of the pipe, the scoreboard felt almost ceremonial. The number flashed high enough to freeze the field. Gold again. Eileen Gu had defended her Olympic halfpipe title. The evolution of a champion. If Beijing introduced Gu to the world, Milan Cortina revealed her evolution. In slopestyle, the discipline that demands both rail precision and aerial creativity, she fought through a stacked final. The margins were razor-thin. A slightly over-rotated landing cost her precious tenths. She adjusted, dialed back risk, cleaned up execution. The result, a silver medal, hard-earned, strategic, mature. Big Air was a different theater altogether. 1 jump, 3 attempts. All or nothing. The night final unfolded beneath floodlights, snow sparkling like static in the air. Gu stomped a massive double cork, then upped the difficulty with a switch variation that drew gasps. A slight hand drag on her final attempt kept the gold just out of reach. Bronze. 3 medals. 1 gold. 1 silver. 1 bronze. A complete set from Milan Cortina. Beyond the pipe. What makes Gu's story compelling isn't just the hardware. She represents modern sport in its most multidimensional form. Born in California, competing for China, educated in elite classrooms while mastering one of the world's most dynamic freestyle disciplines, she embodies a borderless identity. At 22, she is at once athlete, student, fashion figure, and cultural ambassador. Between competitions in Italy, she moved seamlessly from media obligations to recovery sessions, from sponsor appearances to quiet focus in athlete lounges. Cameras followed her everywhere. She handled them with the same balance she shows on a 22-foot wall. Critics have followed her too. They question choices, allegiances, pressures. But Gu's performances answer in the language she knows best: amplitude, rotation, execution. Each run is a statement. Each landing, punctuation. The craft of flight. To understand Gu's dominance in the halfpipe is to appreciate its architecture. Halfpipe skiing is not chaos. It is choreography against gravity.